Hello, my name is Christine Hegg. I am a channel sales manager at First Orion. I am excited to give you a brief overview of who we are and how we are helping businesses connect with their customers, patients, and prospects. I have brought with me a member of our solution architect team, Russell Miller, to show you a glimpse of our robust customer portal. First Orion has been providing communication protection services in the market since 2008. We have protected billions of calls and offer both communication protection and branded calling, which promotes communication between businesses and their customers. It is our goal to protect cell phone subscribers while allowing businesses, subscribers, and carriers to all grow by making the phone call not something people just want, but something they look forward to getting. We are proud to be branding over 145 million calls on a monthly basis. Let me show you what this means to you. First Orion is the pioneers of call branding, allowing businesses more transparency by telling customers who's calling and why. Customers that identify themselves at the time of the call using First Orion's branded calling solutions are more likely to be successful with their call purpose, increase conversions, deliver a better customer experience, provide faster customer support, and grow their brand in the best way possible by offering a visible, appealing service consumers want. All this increases revenue and just makes life better for everyone. You may be asking yourself, how is this different than traditional CNAM or caller ID? Well, they are extremely different. Traditional CNAM on the left is a legacy product that no longer is updated or maintained. It requires the consumer to download an app or opt into the service. Less than 10% of consumers have chosen to do this. It doesn't allow businesses to control the display and is limited to 15 characters. As you can see in the example, Good Bank customer care is abbreviated on the left. On the right-hand side, you see our Inform branded text display is showing the company name, Good Bank, who is calling, and customer care, why they are calling. First Orion puts the control back in the hands of the business. We allow a 32-character display as well as providing real-time call data and analytics to help improve outbound calling strategy, which we will be showing you shortly. Now, do you have customers that are constantly getting flagged with scam or spam tags? If so, keep watching and I'll show you another way to help alleviate this problem. Scam with a C are calls identified as fraudulent, where a scammer attempts to scam victims out of their personal information to defraud them, usually for money. Calls not from a legitimate business in the T-Mobile network are potentially fraudulent are given the scam likely tag. With the help of First Orion, T-Mobile uses AI-powered analytics to determine which calls are scams and which ones are not. The technology allows First Orion to identify which calls are spoofed by bad actors and which ones are legitimate. Spam with a P is not necessarily a scam attempt. Many spam calls are from legitimate businesses that use unfair or poor calling practices, which leads to annoyed customers. Other carriers don't have the same capabilities and often rely on consumer feedback for spam tagging. They also don't differentiate between a legitimate and a spoofed call from a business, which can lead to more verified calls going unanswered. Businesses often think there's nothing they can do to prevent getting tagged as spam or scam calls. But good news, there are some best practices you can follow to avoid the incorrect label. One of the first steps your business should take is registering your number through the free caller registry link at the bottom of this slide. And make sure to click opt-in and allow First Orion to share your data with other analytics providers for the purpose of improving their call analytics for determining whether to tag, label, or block calls as spam. While this doesn't guarantee your number won't get tagged as spam or scam, it does help carriers organize your business into the appropriate category and identify them as a legitimate business. After registering your business's number, run through the above checklist of best practices to determine your calling strategy is appropriate for customers. While removing a spam or scam tag isn't as easy as flipping a switch, following these calling practices can improve your business's calling outcomes and prevent call blocking and future unwanted spam or scam labeling. But there's still one other option that you can use to identify your calls to your customers. Again, our Inform product, the text-only display that allows businesses to configure how their calling name is displayed on the recipient's device. Now, with 32 characters, businesses can choose to just display their name or even include the calling reason, departments, specific doctors, text, delivery, promotions, etc. We brand on iOS or Android. The only difference you may see, depending on the consumer's cellular phone, is how it is displayed, either stacked or scrolling. If you have a smart device, such as a watch, it will also display. And if you were to miss the call, it will show up in your call log. The only requirement by the major carriers, T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon, when choosing your display is the legal business name or legal DBA must go first, and all remaining characters can be appropriately customized. This product does not require any integration, no porting of numbers or equipment. It is simple. The customer will provide First Orion a list of their outbound calling numbers and how they would like them displayed. Once we have that information, they will go through a vetting process to determine they are a legitimate business. Our Informed product is a simple solution to a large problem of unknown, unidentified, unanswered calls. Now that you know a little bit more about our Informed branded calling, I'm going to let our solution architect show you a glimpse of our robust customer portal and analytics.
As we log into the portal, we'll be at the business level. If we scroll down, we can see our business units. This lets us break up our programs or our data in different ways. So if I click on the first business unit and scroll down again, you can see we have multiple programs. Those contain our actual brands. So if I click on this first one, you can see what our program will display when we call. You can see some other information there as well. If you'd like to create a program, you can click create program. We'll stick with Inform. We'll just fill out some information here. Then we'll go to our display. We have a 32 and a 15 character display. Depending on the carrier, you may need to choose or have specific ones for each. So for example, here I can have Russell Test and Russell show up different depending on the length. If we want to set that program to go live now, we can. If we like it to be out a week, we can. If we want that to run for just a couple weeks, we can set it up like that. If we'd rather it run for a couple years, we can go ahead and do that. We go to phone numbers. Here we can add a phone number to our program. That way it'll brand with the display that we just chose. And if we click launch, that's going to show with the rest of our programs we just looked at. But if I just go back to our business unit level, this is where it would show up. We can add phone numbers, delete phone numbers, and stuff like that here as well. If we want to skip down to reporting, we click into that. We'll get the base dashboard here. It's going to have most of the stats you're going to want to look at the top, but as you scroll down, there's some more advanced analytics that you can add on. Right here you can drill down into the different things like the business unit, start and end date, but we'll just keep at this level. Calling number detail. This is going to be every phone number that's made a call per day. So you can see our phone number, our report date, and along with the treated calls. You can export this as a CSV or an Excel for your reporting needs. If we want to skip over to our comparison tabs, we'll go to the program comparison. These are going to let you directly compare things like the programs or the business units. And this is useful if you have strategies that you're wanting to test out. So you can have a similar program in two different business units, and you can compare them with this tab. Expiring programs. This is going to make sure that you don't have any programs expiring in X amount of days. And then our glossary here at the end. If something didn't make sense, you can refer back to this.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. For more information about branded calling, our portal, or to schedule a demo, please go back to the email you received this video from and reach out to that contact. Thanks, and we look forward to hearing from you.